Hi Taurus, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your May monthly love reading. Before I get started, I am doing private readings again. I'm so excited to be doing private readings again. Life got crazy and I did not have the time or the energy to do them, and I've been wanting to, so I'm excited to be doing them again. So if you're interested in having a private reading, there's a link below this video. Just click on it and you can book the reading, and then don't forget to email me your questions. All right, so I'm really excited to be doing them again. All right, Taurus, what are the messages and advice and guidance that you have for Taurus's love life in May? What are the messages and guidance for Tauruses that you have in May 2017? What are the love messages and guidance? What's going on with Taurus's love life in May? I would have taken that, but there was a group of them. What are the messages? And it was, the one on top was the Hanged Man. What are the messages and guidance that you have for Tauruses in May? I know when I pick up this first one, people say, why did you even shuffle a deck? I don't know which pile I'm picking up. I feel above them, and there's one that feels hot, and that's the one that I take. So that's why. It's not always the first one. Taurus. Wow. Hold on, give me a minute with this. You are feeling good. You're feeling good and free. This is an amazing reading for you, Taurus. For starters, coming out of retrograde season, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is your energy. Slow, methodical. I need to find another word for methodical because I always say that when I talk about pentacles, but it's true. And you're just very grounded and down to earth, and just it's a realist approach. It's the thought process of I want to climb Mount Everest in my love life. So do I just appear at the top? Like maybe somebody, like a water sign might think to themselves, all of a sudden I'm just going to fall in love and be married, and it's going to be this beautiful life with no problems. Or a fire sign says, can't we just take a helicopter and just get up there already? Well, it's like, no, you have to, pressurize yourself, and you can't just, I guess technically you can, but there's not really shortcut. You don't appreciate shortcuts. You enjoy the constant grind of working, because that, in your mind, in your love life, and anything else in your life, Taurus, that's how you get self-respect, and that's how you are proud of yourself, and that's how, in your mind, which is reality, okay? That's why I said the realist approach, is how you obtain what you want in life, in any endeavor, step by step by step by step. Step by step by step. Yes, you can get in your car and drive across the country or drive to the next city, but you still have to get up, put your shoes on, and put one foot in front of the other, get your keys, and you still have to get in your car and turn on the car and back out of the driveway. I mean, it's a step-by-step process no matter where you're going. So you know this. So in your love life, if you're trying to climb, I'm going to use this analogy again, if you're trying to climb this Mount Everest of love, you know that you have to go through test runs, and you have to buy equipment, and you have to adjust your diet, and you have to change your body, and you have to travel to get there. You have to make it to the different camps. You know this. And you're not afraid of the work. You're not shying away from the work. You're doing the work. This is you. Happily, realistically approaching the work of love. And you know it's beautiful. You know it's emotional. But it can't just always just only be that. There's so much more that goes into it. And you know this. The reason why I'm saying this is because we have in your primary card, your primary position for May, Taurus, is the Ten of Swords. So you know, in all of your practicality and awareness, that there are ups and downs. There are beginnings and there are endings. And there's a whole slew of things that happen in the middle. There's heartbreak. There's misjudgments. There's overzealous behavior. There's sometimes too much hope. But you know that that is always the ebb and flow and the phases of relationships. So even if you're in a current long-term bond that just went through an emotional turmoil through these retrogrades, doesn't mean it's over for good. Not necessarily. It could. You may have realized that, no, this is really not the partner for me, and I'm really ready to find some real love, and I'm going to really put in the work to get there. Or, honey, this was just a really crappy couple of months, and we did not feel good. And I'm going to let this go, or your partner may be saying this too, because these are swords. We're letting this go, and we're moving away from it. We're moving forward towards our future. You may have ended a relationship may have ended towards you. But you still are looking towards the sun. You still have all your gear on, and you still have a smile on your face and hope in your eyes. In your challenge in benefit position, Taurus, we have the Queen of Cups. And this is, maybe you're involved with you have a lot of stuff here. I mean, you have all the signs with the Magician. You have, I don't even know what sign I do, but I can't think of it right now. You have air, fire, earth, cups. You have all the elements here. So I don't know who is on your mind while you're listening to this, but anyway. There is a lot of emotion involved, and this is your challenge or your benefit. So this may have hurt, but again, you're being practical about it. I don't know if you can see this. You're being practical about it. Your partner may be hurt. You're being practical about it. You're taking a practical approach to fixing it. Or they may not be, but you are, or you know in time it will just mend itself. And there's a lot of giving and receiving and warmth and support here with the Queen of Cups. So this may be your partner. This is definitely a benefit. Sometimes they may be a little too emotional for you, which causes this type of outburst. But you also know that in time they come back around. So you'll just sit and be positive and work. Because even if she's upright, they're facing each other. All emotion, all worried, all spun out of, all bent out of shape. But still wanting to approach and give love and be supportive. And you say, I know. I know it's going to be fine. Go stress out. Go walk away for a minute. And then we'll talk in a couple days. Everything will be fine. Honey, everything will be fine. And it's fair. Your base position, or your grounding position in May, is the card of justice. So there's equilibrium there. Understanding, warmth. Too much emotion, very grounded, realistic approach. There's balance there. There's fairness there. To you and them. And in a way, your relationship or your love life, because even if you're just dating, these are things you understand. These are things that you inherently know and accept. So in your love life or in your relationship, if you have one, we have the Death card. So there's a major transformation coming. And it really could just be that we are finally out of this retrograde season for the most part, the really emotional stuff. And now it's just kind of getting back to brass tacks and accepting and applying things that we learned and thought about over these past few months. Because there was a lot of thinking for everybody over these past few months. Learning, understanding, trying to understand, trying to figure out, like, what the heck, why, who, how, when? No. Yeah, I accept that. I don't accept that. And then you have the Libra full moon where all of a sudden, I deserve this. I want this. I want to be treated like this. I want to treat people like this. So there was this introspection and then this valuation stage, and then now we're in this acceptance. And that acceptance is causing great transformation for everybody in their love life. So most likely for you and your partner, or just your love life in general. Think of it like the phoenix rising. Now, how you're viewing your love life or the situation is the Emperor, so you may have your eye or may be involved with either a water sign. Again, I said all the elements, so I'm not going to keep repeating that, but you're taking charge, or you're viewing your love life as something, Taurus, that is to be conquered and figured out one step at a time. One message, one communication, one movie, one date night, one dinner. And you're looking at it in terms of, is this an overall win or is this an overall lose? And how do I make it an overall win? You're being very strategic and optimistic about your love life and or your partner. Oh, and I skipped one. I mean, I didn't mean to skip it. I just keep seeing these because the checkers. In your future, though, we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is getting acknowledgement. This is you getting acknowledgement from your partner, from work. You may be doing extra work, but this is a job well done, and this is getting a lot of acknowledgement from whomever you're doing the work for. If you're putting this work into your relationship, it will be rewarded. If you're busy at work and through this time, you may just say, well, they'll come back around. In the meantime, I'm just going to work. I'll stay busy. Everything will be fine. They said a bunch of really hurtful things because they were really emotional, and it's okay. I know they didn't really mean them. I'm just going to work, and then they'll come back around, because that's how we create this balance in our relationship. That's how we work. You don't really, Taurus, you're so realistic and practical that you don't really bite back and throw flames at the open wound and throw salt on the open wound. You don't fight like that. You just let everything calm down and stay steadfast, and then they respect that and they come back because they realize that you are somebody that they really respect and want to be with. Taking charge. Now, how they view this situation is the Fool card. So whether this is a brand new relationship or someone coming back around, they're viewing this as a whole new beginning. So if something ended and they wish it didn't, and they may have caused it, again, you've just been, it's okay. I know we'll find this balance. We'll find this equilibrium. Everything's fine. So they went through, it's as if internally your partner or your love interest went through this whole whirlwind of emotions. Feeling like life is over and despair and all this stuff. And now they're coming back, and you've been doing you this whole time. Now they're coming back really excited for this whole new fresh start, because they've now figured everything out. They figured out that they are sorry. They figured out that they respect you. They figured out that they really love you and want to be with you. Or they figured out that they just met you and they are really interested in you. But whatever it is, it may have internally phased you, but you don't show it on the outside. You just keep going. You just keep going. Because if you're trying to climb Mount Everest and you get cold and you turn around and go back down, and then you get into the jungle parts of Nepal, and then you get hot, and you're like, oh, I should have just kept going. I was almost there. You know, or you just keep going. You're not going to get to the top unless you keep going. So that's you. That's how you view it. Your partner might be all over the place, but that may be exciting. You may kind of like that because they kind of breathe a lot of life into it. So they're all excited about this new beginning. In your hopes and fears, we have the Magician. So I don't really know why this would be a fear for you, Taurus. This is hope. You know that you can manifest whatever you want. And you're also hoping that your partner realizes that your relationship could probably be a lot more or evolve in a way, and that you're hoping that they realize that they have the power to continue to work and continue to step forward and continue to transform, and they have the power to not let emotions get the best of them. There's a lot of hope in this card for you, for your relationship and for your partner's interactions with their emotions. And your final outcome card for May, Taurus, is the Three of Cups reversed. So after you've gone through this with your partner, or they're coming back around, or whatever it is you're going through, because it's just funny. I'm seeing endings, and I'm seeing fresh starts, and I'm seeing just the stress that you've been through, but everything's really okay. The stress that your partner has most likely put themselves through, but everything's really okay. There's this balance there. So after all this has happened and is happening, you're going to have some time where you will just not be going out and socializing a lot, because maybe you're going to be coming back together with your partner and just staying in a little bit, calming things down after the storm. All right, Taurus, what are the additional messages that you have for Taurus with respect to this love reading? What are the additional messages and advice that you have with respect to this reading for Taurus's love life in May? Additional messages for Taurus's love life. Strength reverse, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Again, you're going to be really happy. I'm sensing this is really going to be your partner that is going to be having this feeling of insecurity, because there's too much of you in this reading being steadfast and maybe juggling a lot, maybe trying to figure out that, do I really want to stay with this partner that is like emotional roller coaster, or do I want to find something that's a little less drama? However, those types of relationships can kind of work really well because they really breathe a lot of life into you, and they kind of awaken your soul, and you really work to ground them and calm them down and kind of force them to figure out their own stuff so they can just chill. So it's a really good dynamic. And so listen to what I'm saying there, because it really is a very good dynamic. And if you're trying to choose between maybe somebody more like yourself or somebody like this like emotionally expressive person, you know, you think about your life and, you know, how much excitement and fun and happiness that also comes along with stress and bad times too, but it's very lively. And so when you think about that, and you think about your whole life, okay, not just work, when you think about when you finally get to the top of that mountain, and I don't know why I chose that analogy, but just keep sticking with you in this reading. When you think about the entirety of it and the entirety of the whole journey, what are the moments that you're going to really remember, and what are the moments that you're going to cherish? And when you're with your family and you're settled in life, and 20, 30, 40 years from now, You are going to remember all of those mountains. You're going to remember all the peaks and the valleys and the sunrises and the sunsets and the storms. And because that makes climbing the mountain so challenging and so worth it when you get to the top. So think about that, Taurus. This insecurity is definitely your partner, not you. But they're here with you. It's as if there's a decision between two lifestyles, and somebody that may really need your grounded energy and somebody that you may need that to breathe really that life into you. And together, it's a whole beautiful journey. Because the Ten of Pentacles is the ultimate, is success, happy, family, security, warmth, comfort card. Okay. All right, Taurus. Well, that was an awesome reading. Awesome reading. And I'm very glad that I could deliver it to you. So stay tuned for my weekly readings and then my May mid-monthlies that will come out in a couple weeks, the very beginning of May. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much, Taurus. Bye.